Os, konbanwa, genki desu ka? I hope you're genki desu, I hope you're well. Welcome to Tuesday evening. Just trying to sort out my camera setup. I've got a fan on in the background. If it's too noisy, can you let me know and I'll turn it off? But it's an industrial one that I've nicked from my son. So if you can let me know if that's okay, sound-wise, and it's not getting in the way of you hearing what I'm saying, that'd be really, really helpful. So if you can just give me a quick okay, is the fan okay? I can cut it, it's not a problem, because it's very, very warm. A very hot and sweaty day. I think it's due to get warmer, which is good, because I like the heat, as you know. So tonight's lesson will be slow speed, because it's very hot and sticky, and I don't want anyone passing out in their own home, which would be a terrible thing. So tonight we're working on Kihon, Ippon, Kumite. It's been probably 8 or 9 weeks since we last did that. And then Thursday, I think my plan is to do Teki Showdown, kata. So that's my plan. I think okay for my Isaac is that fan is okay. If you need me to turn it off because you can't hear me, then just let me know and I will turn it off. One thing I will say about the camera setup that I use is that the audio is really good. Even when I'm outside doing the YouTube stuff, it's very, very impressive the way it picks up without a microphone as such, you know, a proper professional microphone. So, welcome to Tuesday, welcome to the lesson. I'm just going to say hello to a few people, going to do a very slow stretch, and then we'll get the lesson started, and then I have some fantastic news to share with everybody once I think we've got enough people sort of joined in to the lesson as per normal. I obviously am aware in terms of what the government has said this evening, and what the Prime Minister has said this evening about things changing to 1 metre plus. That's about this much and a little bit more. But still no news on us getting back to the dojos, I'm afraid. I am pushing and pushing and pushing to find that information out as quickly as we can. But our issue being is that we use schools, and schools are still currently closed to pretty much everybody, apart from students. And the cleans that go on, I just know in my own circumstances that the cleaning that goes on is phenomenal. So there's no way we will be allowed in at the moment. That said, things might change. So you know, I'm pushing towards us hopefully being back in the dojo as quickly as possible. But we'll continue online at the moment. No plans to stop that at this present in time. So we'll do that. Okay, let's say hello to a few people. Us Andy, us Tim, us Wayne, us Ashley, us Ken, us Andy, us Sharon, us Harry, us Isaac, us Dylan, us Bron, us Harry, us Thomas, us Grace, us Andy B. And yeah, I'm keeping okay, Andy. Slowly repairing myself. And good evening, Kayla. And good evening to our newest member. I'm really pleased and slightly stoked and super excited to tell you that we have our newest and youngest member of the dojo. She has just joined our ranks. In fact, she joined on the 17th of June, but I wasn't allowed to tell you about that back then because you know, she was making her entrance into the world, so to speak. So welcome Esme Jenny Sue Dickerson to the dojo. Yes, I'm pleased to announce that Sensei Wayne has become a father. His lovely wife Ashley has given birth to a beautiful daughter, Esme, and she has already got her karate gi on. I can't share the photo with you, but I want to show you of Esme that Sensei Wayne sent me, but I will share it on the page later after this lesson, I promise you, and welcome her to our dojo. So I think Esme, I'm not sure if she beats Josh. Josh was the youngest member of my dojo. I put him in a black belt at 1 day old. Esme was a couple of days later maybe, but she's certainly the youngest girl we've ever had in the dojo. And I'm just absolutely made up for Wayne and Ashley, who are going to be incredible parents, and I can't wait to teach Esme in the dojo when she's old enough. But I'm sure I'm going to have plenty of time to teach her later on at home or something like that when I get to finally see her. So super, super happy for you both, and welcome to the dojo, Esme. That's utterly the best news I've had in I don't know how long. Probably last year actually when I was your best man, Wayne, but there you go. And so a bit exciting news to start this, and I'm really kind of, as you can see, quite excited by that. So we're going to start with just a very, very light stretch, and then we'll get the lesson going with the Kihon Ippon sets that we're going to do. please, please look after yourself this evening. I've got water on standby, but I've drunk at least 2.5 litres before the lesson started. I've got my fan on. If that's too loud, tell me, I'll turn it off, it's not a problem. I like working in a very warm dojo anyway. But just be mindful of the fact that the heat will affect you, definitely. You need to drink lots of water before the lesson and lots of water after. So me, I do 2 litres before and 2 litres after. And keep yourself hydrated. Okay, so, okay, so just the shoulders, just rotating them forwards. And remember, just relax the body. Everything tonight we're going to do, relax, a little bit of Kime, but nothing too strong and strenuous even. Okay, left arm forwards only, right and left arm back. Just working that joint, so just isolating that joint. Okay, now the right arm, and back. Okay, and then left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. And this in turn will end up loosening up your hips as well. So we're working the whole body with that particular move. Okay, take your arms over to the top and just lean over to your left. Okay, and breathe out and relax. And breathe out and relax. And again, relax. Okay, so to the right, breathe out and relax. And just let yourself naturally stretch. Naturally stretch. Okay, and backwards. So a lot of what we do in karate is controlled by breath. Kanazawa Sensei, who I was very fortunate enough to train with a number of times with Andy Sensei and Sharon Sensei a few years ago, all of these lessons were about breathing and how breathing affects the body. If you go to a chiropractor, osteopath, etc., a physiotherapist, they'll tell you to breathe out as a remove, if they're going to do something to you, like crack your neck. It's really important that we understand that connection in the body, as I've said before, between the muscles, the tendons, the ligaments, the bones, everything that runs through us, the blood vessel, everything, all linked. So karate is a really good thing because you practice loads of biomechanics, science and everything like that. It's really, really interesting. Okay, so shoulders again. So this time just relaxing the shoulders and pushing the hands out. Again, we're nice and relaxed. So ich, ni, san, shi, go, ro, shish, hach, ko, and ju. Okay, and to the side. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, ro, shish, hach, ko, and ju. And up. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, ro, shish, hach, ko, and ju. And remember, no tension, just relax, relax. So ich, ni, san, shi, go, ro, shish, hach, ko, and ju. Okay, good. Just bring your arms across the body and crossing over the back. Again, no tension, just relax. Just relax. Okay, then Kutsurachi front stance. So for those who've joined us a little bit late, I've introduced young Esme Jenny Sue Dickerson to the world. Well, actually I didn't, that was Wayne's job. Sensei Wayne has become the lovely father of Esme, and she's our youngest student. She was born on the 17th, today is the 23rd. 6 days old, pretty impressive I think. Twist the other way. And the other way. I'm not sure if she was £6.10 or £6.11 because the two messages I got contradict each other. Just putting that out there, Wayne, but you need to get that right, mate, because people will ask you forever. Change legs. And I'm just relaxing into my stance today. Remember, I'm still recovering from a hamstring injury. I'm just relaxing into stance. It's very hot, so we shouldn't need to do too much stretching. Okay, I always stretch before I do the lesson, and I've asked you if you could also do the same. Young James, have you joined us? Oh, I wish I could see you, mate. You're probably about that tall now. Us, James. Lovely to see you, mate. Fantastic. I hope you're very well and enjoying your time away from your studies. Well, probably you are still studying, actually. Okay, so just hands again back on the shoulder point here. This is just to kind of give us a line, okay? And we're rotating the hips, but no tension. And breathe out, breathe out, breathe out, breathe out, breathe out, breathe out. Not in, not in, not in. Don't tense. Breathe out, breathe out, breathe out, breathe out. Good. Okay, hips round, and just shake them. Not too much this evening, like Sensei Wayne does, because I've just had my dinner. Okay, straighten your gi and your obi. Let's get the lesson going. so Kyotsuke, heels together, toes pointed, hands by sides, Masubarachi, and formal bow, standing bow only, Ayoi. Okay, so Kihon, Ippon, Kumite. What are we doing this evening? Kihon means basic, Ippon means one, Kumite means fighting. Basic, one step fighting. So we learn this pretty much from sort of 8th Hue onwards. Okay, so our system that we use is no different to any other Shotokan karate dojo. Some schools and dojos, academies, whatever you want to call them, I call mine a dojo, they use a set system. So we don't for gradings, but we have implemented 3 sets that we would like students to learn to give you a baseline of how to do this, I think, correctly, efficiently, and more importantly, to enable you to pass your gradings. However, as we continue our karate journey and become more experienced, then we would like you to start to develop your own, which is not dissimilar to the way that I did karate, but I did it much later. We weren't encouraged to find our own sets until 3rd dan, whereas I'm encouraging you to learn it as quickly as you want to. So there may be a technique that I do tonight that doesn't particularly suit you, okay, but you might be able to adapt it or change it maybe completely so you are able to do this that suits you. What we've done is created 3 sets to give you a baseline to work towards, okay, so give you an idea, take the stress out of trying to think all the time, and once you've got those in your head, you know, constantly there, then you can then start to adapt and move forwards and become more technically advanced and use different techniques that we teach you. So that's the basis. So tonight we're going to start with set 1 and set 2. We may finish set 3 as well. It would be great if we could, but maybe not. And in Thursday's lesson, hopefully, fingers crossed, I'm going to try and rearrange my kitchen so that I can teach Teki Shodan, which is one of my favourite katas. There are 3 Teki kata, and Shodan is one of my favourites. So I'd like to try and do that. The trouble is, it's a kata that goes sideways. So you need lots of room sideways. I think it might be particularly challenging to do on camera, but I'm going to have a play around tomorrow, see if I can do it. If it works, then I'll do it in the dojo on Thursday probably, or next Tuesday, depends how the week goes. Or I'll do a video series outside. I think I've done that kata and put it on our website anyway, I'm sure I did. Not our website, our YouTube channel. So we'll see. That's the plan for this week anyway. Right. So your week. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to start with, I think, the area of Kihon, Ippon, Kumite that is often sidelined. And it's really important that we don't sideline this part. So it's not just about blocking and doing the techniques to defend ourselves. The attacking Kihon, Ippon, Kumite is just as important. And when we're together, we work together with partners, okay? We work in unison. So we bow together, we walk together, okay? One person steps back, Gidan-Barai, okay, and attacks. This person moves back, defends. As this person moves up, this person moves back. We're back into this position. And that working together, that natural unison of the two karateka is really, really important to make Kihon, Ippon look correct. So what we're going to do tonight is we're going to do an attack. We're going to learn the 3 attacks for set 1, the 3 defences for set 1, and then we're going to do it together. And I'm going to hopefully, what's the word? I'm going to reciprocate your technique, or that, no, that's not the wrong word, but you attack me, I defend, I attack you, you defend. I don't know if we're still live, because my video has frozen. Let me just check the camera. Looks like we still are. I'm hoping we're back in the room. I'm sorry, we seem to have lost connection there, so my apologies. So you haven't missed anything. Okay, great. So, Kihon, Ippon set 1. Very simple, very basic, but important to do correct. So imagine your attacker. They are with you, okay, and we bow together. We are about a metre apart. We yoi together. They will step up. They will step up to you, okay, and check their distance against you, and then step back, downward block. Okay, and at that point they will clearly state their intention to attack the chin, Jodan. Okay, we, as defender, as uki, we will say us. Okay, we've already bowed. We don't bow again. Okay, it's really important to understand that. Their attack is coming to the Jodan, so we're going to yoi position ready, and we're going to step. Thank you very much, Magdalena. We're going to step back, agyuki, here, and Gyakuzuki. And then they step back to Yoi position and we step up together. So we are together. This is important, we work in unison. Okay, so we bow, take a pace forward, this person steps up, checks their distance, they then step back, downward block, maybe like that, okay? And they will say Jodan, us, attack, defend, they step back, they step up, correct. So we are always keeping our form, really important. We're Kihon Ippon in particular, okay? So ready? Hey-oi. So our attacker again is already facing us, already in downward block, Gidanbarai position, and they clearly state their intention. Jodan, us, we will reply. Yoi position here, ready for Agiyuki, upper rising block. Ich, hips at hand-me, remember we did this last week, half facing, and in here, hips shomen to the front. Hips shomen. So shomen means front. Okay. We, being defender, we can step up to maintain our mind, our distance with our opponents. They step back, then ready for the next technique, downward block. Okay? So it'd be much better if I had a partner with me, but my family's deserted me to walk the dog, so my apologies, I am on my own. So us. Partner says Jodan, us, ich, block, hiya, and counter. Hiya, mate. Okay, so now our opponent steps back, downward block again. This time they're going to attack Chudan. Now Chudan is punch coming to the stomach, Jodan is chin area, this area, and Chudan here. Okay, so the block is changing. The block is no longer Agiyuki. This time we're going to use Soto Ryuki. Okay, so we're going to step back again with the right leg, block with the left arm again, and punch with the right arm again. So the same format as previous. So when you're first learning your sets, it's very confusing. I used to get the wrong leg and the wrong arm. Please don't worry about that. What's important is you block and counter, and you don't get hit, actually, is most important. So, ready? We'll build from this, so we're going to do Jodan, block and punch. Then we imagine that they've stepped back, then they're going to say Chudan, and then we'll block and punch. Okay, so building our lesson together. Okay, so Jodan, us, ich, block, hiya, and counter. Hiya, mate. They are now standing up with us. Then they step back, Gidanbarai ready, so that's the attacker. Okay, attacker in Japanese is Tora. Tora, okay, so Tora attacking. This time they shout Chudan. Punch stomach. Okay, punch to the stomach. Us. Soto Ryuki position. Ich. Hips at hand-me. Blocking across the body here. Hiya. Hey Gyakuzuki. Hey Yamei. Okay, so we're going to keep this natural stance, so we'll continue well from where we are, rather than keep bowing all the time. They step back down the block, and this time they're going to go back to the chin, so they're going to say Jodan, us, ich, hiya, hiya, mate. And our opponent will then Yoi position with us. Same time they step back, step up with us. They then step back, Gidanbarai, and say Chudan, us, blocking, ich, hey, hiya, and back. And once more, attacker steps back, Gidanbarai, and clearly states intention, Jodan, us, ich, hiya, and back. Okay, and Chudan, us, ich, hiya, hiya, and us. So, I think when I first started Kihon Ippon Kumite, my sensei taught me like I am teaching you, on our own. And his version of this was always very clear, and that is if you can learn on your own, then when you partner up with a physical partner, it's much, much easier because you can see. Okay, so when we're working on our own like this, you need to see an opponent. So I'm very fortunate, I've got a lens, a camera, okay? So what I do is I just look into the lens and imagine that's me looking into the eyes of my opponent. So I think that's really important to see if you can visualise somebody, okay, to help you do this on your own. Because you can practice it, we've proved this over the last 14 weeks, that we can practice in karate on our own. It's not as much fun as with the rest of our friends and karateka, but it is a very much possible way of continuing. So, we will move on. So that's set 1, and Jodan, Chudan attacks. We've got one more attack to do, and that is the kick, Maigeri. Okay, so this is a kick that comes to the front. Remember, Maigeri means front kick. Okay, so we've got that kick coming in, and we're going to block by moving the body, tai sabaki. Body movement, tai sabaki. Okay, and rather than going straight back like the other blocks here, we're going to move at a 45-degree angle, and we're going to use downward block. And then punch. Okay? And the reason we're doing that is primarily when I teach children, and I've been doing this a long time teaching children, they're not like us adults. Us adults can take knocks. Now, if you block straight back on downward block with a Maigeri, there was a lot of contact in the arm and a lot of contact in the leg and quite a few bruises. Now, that's okay with adults because their bodies are built to withstand that sort of thing, but children it's not. So I always make sure that we move 45 degrees, and in fact when we're training in the dojo I encourage our adults to do the same. We can all do the downward block if we need to, straight back, and we often do it at black belt courses and things like that. But I think we're going to do 45 degrees, okay? So ready? Remember we're starting from the beginning. Our opponent says Jodan, os, ich, I, iya. Hold your form, your opponent steps back with you as you step up. Your mai stands the same with distance. They step back, Gidanbarai ready. Yo-yoi, and ready. Chudan, os, iya. Remember, they step back, you step up. You're both in yoi, hachidachi, shizentai stance. Okay? And they then step back, Gidanbarai, ready to kick Maigeri. Their arms will come to the side, and they will prepare their kick. And as they state their intention, Maigeri, os, slide 45 degrees. So this is where they're kicking. This is their embusun, their centre line. We need to move offline. So we look at our opponent as they kick. We slide, Gidanbarai, 45 degrees. Remember the kick is coming here. So we've just missed the kick. The kick's just come down this line. Hopefully you can see that. Okay, so Gidanbarai here. Iya! And we're still Gyakuzuki where they will land, centre of the stomach. Difficult, I think, to visualise without a partner. Hey, Yami. They will continue to this position. Okay? Now that's the full set done, that's the right side of the set done. And we both maintain this form, and we don't move from here, we don't bow, we haven't finished yet, because I haven't attacked, okay, and we haven't done the opposite side yet. So it's important that we always come back to yoi. Okay? Yoi means ready. We're always ready in karate. In fact, everything we do, whether it's kata or whether it's Kihon or Kumite, we should always come back to yoi. Until your sensei says enoi, which means relax, okay, you relax. Otherwise, yoi. Of course. Okay, great. What's really annoying is that obviously when I'm in a lesson with you, I get feedback, I can see you nodding or nodding that you don't know, and I get questions, and it's much more interactive. When we're doing a live session like this and the video drops out, it doesn't help, does it? But I'm just going to see if I missed anybody. I think I might have done, so there's some people here. Good evening, Sensei Cole. James, you think I look younger than when he saw me last in the dojo? Well, I think you need to go to Specsavers. Everyone wishing the Dickersons very good luck. Good evening, Robot Dojo. Good evening, Carl. Us. And yes, we want to meet Esme 100% as quickly as possible, please. Good evening, Alex. I hope that's you, or maybe possibly Lee. Injury-free, Joe. Really, come on for about 5 minutes. No, I'm getting over it. Us. Is that Mexico? Us, Mexico. Us. Thank you for joining us. Us. Good to see you. Gracias, us Magdalena, us, I'm back online, thank you for pointing that out. Kayla, good evening, Zach and Christian Sensei, good evening, us. Okay, so we'll continue then, so we'll repeat this set a couple of times, then we'll change the leg and change the opposite side. So I'm now going to tell you what leg to move, us. Okay, so remember, we bow to our partner, just over 1 metre apart, us. A yoi, we yoi together, both of us, okay. Our attacker will step up, check their distance, their mai in Japanese, from here, step back, downward block. Okay, they look at our eyes and they will say Jodan, us. So step back and block, right leg, left arm blocks. Ich, ni, iya. together, keeping our form, keeping our focus on our opponents. Okay, they step back Gidanbarai again, preparing for their second attack, which is Chudan, Us, blocking So, Toryuki, Ich, Aya, Heiyakuzuki, Ayame together, both in Yoi, both Hachidachi open leg stance. Okay, they step back down Gidanbarai, hands to the side ready to kick, Maigeri, Us, sliding 45 degrees Gidanbarai, Aya, Hyakuzuki finish. Hayame. Okay, and hold that position. Okay, so that is set one right side. So the left side, we have to imagine that our opponent is changing their stance, so their left leg will be back. Okay, so when we say left side, we mean they're attacking left-sided. Okay, we then need to change the way that we do this. So before we were moving our right leg and blocking with only our left arm, we reverse that, we move our left leg, we block with our right arm. So, both people, we're just going to bow, okay, as if we've reset. I know that's not quite right, but we've reset now. They've stepped back on their opposite leg, so their left leg is back, Hidari Ashi. Okay, they clearly state their intention, Jodan, Us, left leg back, Agiyuki, Ich, hips at Hanmi, Aya, Gyakuzuki, Ayame. We step up, they step back to Yoi position with us. And then they step back, left leg again. And this time they say, Chudan, Us, Aya, Ayame. Together, step back, ready position, ready to kick Maigeri with their left leg. As the kick comes in, we're going to slide to our left, block Gidanbarai with our right arm. Maigeri, Us, Aya. Ayame. Ame. Os. Ayoi. So remember what I said before, come back to this position. Come back to this position. Okay, so that is set one, right and left side. Okay, so when we say right side, we are attacking with the right side. Os. So migi. Migi is Japanese for right. When we say left side, we mean we are attacking with the left side. Hidari, Hidari. Now, in many dojos we practice the right side far more than we do the left. That's actually wrong. There should be a natural equality between the two techniques. People like myself who are left-handed, probably, when I started karate we practiced all right sides to start with. So you're practicing your bad side the whole time, your left side more natural. So we, generally, left-handed people have a better balance in Shotokan in particular. Why right side predominantly? I think you have to ask the Japanese instructors that, because I'm not naturally right-sided, but that is the way that it's been taught for generations, predominantly right side. Okay, so although I think since we've been with Akita Sensei, he is very much balanced, 50-50, which is the same as me, so I think that's the way that we connect really well. So we're going to do that whole set once more as defense only. And then I will show you the attacks, okay, and we'll talk about the importance of the attack. I think at the beginning of the lesson, I think I turned around and said that we were going to do the attack first. I don't know why I said that, because in karate, we always defend first. Okay, the attack is second. But what I don't want you to do is miss the importance of the attack. I think a lot of people become quite lazy. So it looks like the signal is struggling again this evening. I think we're okay. Yeah, I'm live, that might be you in Ippon now. Okay, us. So we'll do the whole set once more, and then we'll focus on the attack, and then we'll combine everything before we finish the lesson. Us. Okay, so ready, us. Hey, oi. So right side, first of all. A Jodan attack will come in. Jodan! Ich! Aya! Yame! Yoi! Chudan! Ich! Aya! Yoi! Position. Maigeri! Us! Aya! Okay, so this time the other side, so we're going to change legs now, so our attacker will change legs. Okay, attacker step back, left leg, attacking Jodan, Ich! Aya! softly back this time, attacking Chudan, us, Aya! Back into Yoi position, and finally Maigeri, us, Aya! Ayane, Hamei, us, Hey, anyway, Okay, I'm sorry about the reconnection problems. I can't do anything about the internet. I wish I could, because it'll make it a damn sight faster in Clifton. I think to be honest, I think it could be Potton's fault now. Clifton's gone through a bad spell. We're okay, but maybe part of Potton's having a dead zone. I hope that's okay. I really want to impress on you the importance of working with partners when we do this. Kihon Ippon is good to learn on our own, as we are at the moment. But the importance of working with a partner is you're able to commit to an element of this that we can't do on our own, and that's timing. Okay, timing is so important with Kumite. Okay, you can't have an attacker saying, Jodan, us, attack, too slow, hit, attack, too fast, misses by miles. Timing is really important. Jodan, us, together, together, together. So this is important, is the one thing I can't teach you this evening online, is that timing. Okay, timing is such a crucial part of Kumite. When you fight and spar and do competitions like I did for many, many years, timing is probably the biggest thing. Distance comes a close second, but timing is everything. If you don't get the timing right, you won't score the point, you won't be effective. Okay, so that's really, really important. So, we will continue. Oh, it looks like it's you, Isaac. I'm so sorry, mate. Everyone else in Potton seems all right. We're now going to do concentrate and focus our change now on Tora. Tora is the attacker. Okay. Now, I think it's important to note that when attacking another opponent, it's particularly challenging for children to look at their opponent in the eyes. I think it's difficult for many adults to do that. So, if you don't want to look the person straight down the eyes, okay, that's okay. You can still cover this comfortably by looking towards the centre of their nose, okay, following 2 lines to their shoulders, and then coming across. Coming across. So you've got this triangle which will show you everything your opponent's about to do. For many of us, it's looking straight in the eyes as I'm going to the camera now. Straight into the camera. Difficult with me, I've got 3 cameras on the go, so I'm looking down one lens, I promise you, I'm not wonky-eyed. So this Engusen, your performance line goes towards your opponent. Okay, so look at them in the eyes, or look across here, please. Okay, so let's start with the first attack. Hayoi. Okay, so we have already done our bow. Okay, so if actually let's do the bow together. So we bow with the partner. We come up. Now I'm Tora the attacker. So I walk up to my opponent. I put my fist out towards their chest, about so far away, to check my distance. And then I step back and embrace. Okay, so this is my ready position, so I'm in Yoi position now for me, okay, and I'm now looking at the opponents, okay, and I'm looking at them in the eyes or in this position here so I can see what they're doing. My hips are at Hanmi, okay, because I'm in Gidamburai position, and I'm going to attack Jodan to the chin with a punch, okay, Oizuki, Oizuki. So I let my knee drift over my big toe, just naturally. I push through and my attack will come straight through to the chin. Now I'm not sure which of my 3 cameras I'm punching to, so I'm doing it down the centre of all 3 if I'm perfectly honest. So it may look slightly offline, I don't know how this comes out. So, this is our start position. And we clearly state our intention, we look at our opponent, Jodan! And attack. Strong, fast, firm, slow speed, makes no difference, but attack online. Your hips, showman, front facing, showman, front facing. Not here necessarily. Back to get Amrai position for the attack again. So look at your opponent, hips at hand and attacking. Jodan! Ich! And back. Okay, so it's really important that you're attacking correctly. Imagine if we go back to where we were at the beginning of the lessons as the Uki, the defender. okay, the receiver, and someone attacks you offline. Shotokan! Now that's a real exaggeration, but this punch is nowhere near you. Your block is there, the punch is here. The difference is huge. You can't block this, and if you try to block this, you'll be offline. So this will not help either person. Now I had this unfortunately for my 8th Q, my orange belt grading. I unfortunately was partnered with somebody who would not attack towards my chin at all. It was a fear, they were worried they were going to hurt me. So this can be an issue with partners. What we must do is encourage each other to attack central. Okay? The uki will always step back away from danger. Tora will always go forwards. So as long as we remember who's who, okay, forwards and back, we work together, we don't get any closer. So that's really, really important, and this is where we learn distance. Okay, mai in Japanese, M-A-A-I, I think it is. So I hope that comes across okay in terms of me helping you understand that importance of distance. Okay, the timing aspect, as I said, we can't do that together, but we're going to work on it a little bit in a few minutes to give a sort of virtual feel to it where we do this together. Okay, so once more, bow, yoi, and step back, Gidan Mirai Kamae, ich, iya. Okay, so we're in our yoi position, ready position. We look at our opponent straight down the centre. We clearly state our intention, Shotokan. At just slow speed, let the knee drop over the big toe, sink down in your stance, push through, iya. And step back straight to Gidan Mirai, ready to go again. So we're just going to keep this together at the moment. Okay, just one more practice to the face. Shotokan, ich, iya. Okay, so this time to here. So we are working together. This time, imagine your opponent defending you. Step back, Gidan Mirai. Shotokan, us, iya. Yamei together. Step back. Shotokan, last time. Us, ich, iya. Yamei. Okay, and then we continue for Chudan. Step back, Gidan Mirai, ich. Hips again, not square, hand me, half facing. Attacking this time, Oizuki, same punch, but lower level, Chudan. So Chudan punch. So state your intention. First of all, we do one Jodan, and then we'll come back and do one Chudan. Jodan, us, iya. Yamei together. Step back. Chudan, us, iya. And back to this starting position again. Us. Hopefully that's making some sense. Let's train the other side. Let's not just work on one side. So step back, left leg. So left side. Ich. Shotokan, ich, iya. And yoi. And step back, Gidan Mirai. Chudan, us, iya. Hiya. And us. Okay, so again, both sides. Okay, make sure you can attack with both hands. Okay, so if your right side's strong, your left side should be as strong. Okay, if your left side is weak and your right side is weak, there's work to be done on both. And I think that's a natural thing. You always work on both sides. Okay, so my focus the last, probably the last few years, since the last time I went to Japan, was more about, which was 2016, was more about learning about my stance being more natural. So rather than forcing my knees into places they didn't want to go, and I've had multiple knee surgeries, okay, natural position, just let the knee drop. And then you can move it more fluidly, that's not a very good word, more naturally, without forcing bits of the body to do things that they don't want to do, which then ends up in injury, which can then end up in a lifetime of pain, and in my case, 3 times under the knife, spending days in hospital, after anaesthetics, so, and having half a knee replaced. It's not ideal. So The more natural stuff we use with our body for, the less injuries we're going to get, 100%. Okay, so us. So we're now going to practice the third and final attack in this particular combination, okay, which is maigeri. Now I have to be very careful because if you remember 2 weeks ago I tore my hamstring, and whilst it's recovering, it's not perfect. So I'm going to be kicking very slowly on my right side and my left side because my weight will go on that leg as I kick. So I'm just going to be very, very, very careful, so please don't expect anything special from me. But the kick is the same as the punches. The punch, dead center to your enbusun, yeah, jodan or chudan, and then the kick is coming here into chudan, so the kick also has to go dead center. So again, naturally we look at our opponent's eyes, or that triangle here, or here, okay, and we bring our arms to the sides. Now this just gives us a helpful balance to start with as a lower Q grade, and also is a good reminder to our partner we've changed from punching and we're now kicking, okay, because there is a big change. I think most people are more fearful of the kicks than they are the punches. Well, that's actually wrong. The punches are always going to get you first. I can prove that to you by watching some of my fight videos. Kicks take longer to get there. They do hurt a little bit more if they do get there. But we have time. We have time to move. So let's do this together with the attack with maigeri. So we'll do jodan, chudan, maigeri. Right side to start with. So bow, ayoi, and step back, right leg, gidan barai kamai, ich, here. Okay, so clearly state your intention, feel your stance, let your body relax, hips at hand me, jodan, us, aya. Hyame together, and step back, gidan barai, ready to connect again, chudan, us, ich, aya. Ayame together, and step back, gidan barai 1/3 time, ich, aya, and change your hands. Ready to kick maigeri down the center. Maigeri, us, aya. Ayame, and we'll change sides. We'll change sides before we do this for yame and bow. Okay, so this time it's the left leg, so we're doing the left side, the left leg goes back, we're attacking left-sided, hidari, okay? So no more bowing, we only bow at the beginning, we only bow at the end of the opponent. Otherwise we're bowing the whole time we do this, and it becomes a big barrier, okay, unfortunately, and doesn't help with any timing as such. So step back, gidan barai, ich, iya. Okay, so attacking jodan, okay, so again, hips at hand mid, half facing. Okay, look at your toe on it. Okay, I can see my target. Yeah, my target is coming here. Okay, so I visualise my target. For somebody who has poor eyesight, I'm very short-sighted. I have been since I was about 16 years old. I wear spectacles or contact lenses as I am this evening. I have a very acute vision when it comes to punching and tunnelling down into my perfect point of contact. And that's really something I'm very proud of in my karate. I know exactly where I'm going. I don't really ever miss. Okay, some people call it kind of an apex predator type feel, but that's basically it. That's my thing. That's my thing I'm good at. So I always make sure I hit exactly where I want to hit. But I follow my punches, my kicks. I follow them to point of contact, so that if they do contact, I'm able to pull, so that my colleague, my karateka friend, doesn't get hurt. Okay, this is really, really important. When you're doing full-on kumite fighting, much harder to do, but again, I've never knowingly hurt anybody in my career, and that was 25 years of fighting, so it's really important, I think, to pay attention to your target area. You know, I've been hit by people all over my body. Yeah, it's a bit like someone shooting you with a gun 20 times. That's not good karate. Good karate is on target, on target, on target. So don't let this be an excuse. Always look at your opponent, whether it's here, okay, or here. You look and you go to your target, please. Okay, so right. Left side, left side. I step back and I'm right. Jodan! Us! Iya! Hey, back. Yoi position. Remember we are together. And step back and I'm right. Ich! Okay, Chudan! Us! Ich, iya! Hey, yamei, together. And step back, Gadambarai. Ich, iya! Hands to the side, and kick in, my Gary. Us, iya! Hey, yamei. And right, us. Hey, back to your position, remember, please, and then relax. So, hoping this comes across okay. It's been probably a couple of months since we've done this. So, I think tonight, looking at the time, it's already 1:45. So, we've been working hard, I think, for probably a good 45, 50 minutes. So, what we need to do is maybe continue with this set interactively, hopefully. Okay, so me attacking you, you attacking me, right and left side. And we'll just stay on set one this evening. We'll get this right. This is your baseline. This is your first layer of bricks, okay, in the foundations of your Kihon, Ippon, Kumite. It will change. It will develop like the rest of your karate, and you will be coming up with different things. The attacks will stay the same. Okay, so the attacks in Kihon, Ippon, Kumite generally stay as Jodan, Chudan, Maigeri, and then further progression we'll do a Kokoni kick, a Mawashigeri kick, and possibly a Shurageri. So in other words, a thrust kick, a roundhouse kick, and a back kick. But they are for more higher levels. So we won't do those. We won't be doing those today. That's for sure. So, and then you could do it with any technique. You could do Kihon, Ippon, Kumite with any technique. So a black belt would maybe address it even further and change it to a different technique. So it's a never-ending learning, piece of learning, a bit like the rest of karate, to be perfectly honest. Okay, so we're going to do this together. So I will be Tora to start with. You will be Uki, so you'll be defending my punches. Good luck with that. Okay, and we're going to do the right side. So remember, I will step back and punch with my right hand or right leg. Okay, kick with my right leg. You will step back with your right leg. Okay, and counter punch. What I'm going to do now to help you make sure you understand what you're doing, so you're able to defend yourself against me, is show you which leg to move. So just excuse me while I rotate. So from this position here, if I'm attacking you, Jodan, your position, right hand up, left hand on hip, right leg back, hips that hand me, iya! Come back. Chudan, your position, right hand out, right leg back, iya! Your position. Maigeri attack, your position here, slide to your right, us, iya! And that's the right side. Okay, so to the left side will be moving your left leg back. Jodan, us, iya! Chudan, us, iya! Maigeri, us, iya! Okay, so hopefully that's helped you. I don't like teaching with my back to anybody, let alone the camera, but the intention is to help you to be able to defend yourself against me, which is cool. So if you've ever been lucky enough to partner up against me, I look scary, but I'm sorry, that's not my fault, but you will always be safe. Okay, you will always be safe. You can always guarantee that I will attack you on target, okay, and that I will never miss. So you just need to make sure you move back. Okay, and block correctly or as best as you can. Okay, and if you make an error, don't worry, I'll make sure I look after you. Yes. Okay, between two white belts, that will be less of a, it'll be more of an issue. Okay, right. And so I'll check my distance against you. Yeah, this looks good. Okay, I'm about half an inch away from your chest. Okay, I'm stepping back, get under eye. And I'm in my position, okay, my natural stance. I'm going to attack slowly to give you an opportunity to block correctly. Jodan, us, iya! Okay, now with me, you will step up and I will step back, so we are made together, keeping that connection together. And then I will step back, Gidambarai again, ready to attack Chudan. You stay still. Relax. Chudan! Us. Right leg back, outside arm block. Ich. Aya. Yame. As the attacker, I will always step back. Us being non-aggressive with my partner. You always step up to maintain that mind, that distance. Relax. Maigeri. Remember, you're sliding to your right. It's 45 degrees, blocking with your left arm. Maigeri. Us. Iya. And you step up, I step back. Okay, so that is the attack from me to you. Okay, you are now going to do the opposite. So you will now hopefully relax. You don't need to bow, you've already bowed. Step up to me, hand about half an inch from my stomach, and step back, Gidan Barai, downward block. Okay, I am in natural stance, Shizentai, Hachidachi, waiting for you to say your attack. You're going to tap your right hand to my chin, Jodan, and let me block you. So, clearly state your intention, please. Jodan, Us, Aya. Yame together, you step back as your attacker, I step up because I'm Uki, the receiver. Okay, so now get your position again from Gidan Barai, attacking Chudan to the stomach. Chudan, Us, Aya. Yame together, you step back, I step up, we maintain our Mai, really important. And step back, Gidan Barai, ready to attack Maigeri. Maigeri, Us, Aya. Yame together. Hold our form, okay? I'm now going to check the opposite side, so I'm going to go back to attacking you, you're going to defend the left side, Hidari. So I'm just checking my distance, making sure I'm about a half inch away from you again, and I'm going to step back with my left leg. Remember, this time, you are stepping back with your left leg and blocking with your right arm. Jodan, Us, Aya. Remember, I step back as the attacker, Tora, you step up as the Uki, the receiver, maintaining our distance, our Mai. My turn to attack again, step back, get under eye. Checking, this time I'm going to attack Chudan. Blocking Soto Ryuki, your right arm, outside forearm block, stepping back with your left leg. Chudan, Us, Aya. And Yame together, you step up, I step back, maintain our Mai. Third and final part, step back, Gidan Barai. Maigeri, Us, Aya. You step up, I step back to this position. Okay, again, no bowing, we're not finished yet. We've done the right side, both reciprocating, one Jodan and attacking both sides. We now need to do my side, so you're now going to attack me on the left side. Okay, so you're going to walk up, check your half inch from my chest, stomach. Okay, step back, get under your left arm, left leg. Okay, and this time I'm going to block you opposite side. So Jodan, Us, Aya. I step up, remember, you step back into your step back, get under eye, ready for your second attack. Okay, so look at me, eyes or here. Make sure your attack is true, make sure you're making me work. Okay, making yourself look good. Chudan, Us, Aya. Back together, then step back, Gidan Barai, left leg, Gidan Barai, down the block, and then change your arms here, ready to kick. Make sure again you kick straight and true, follow your Embusen, your performance line, kicking here. Maigeri, Us, Aya. I step up, you step back. We've now completed both sides, we've finished the exercise. So all we do now is take a pace away from each other and us. We both come back to yoi, and then we can relax. And so that is Kihon Ippon Kumite, okay? Set 1, to adjust your baseline, right and left sides. From an attacking perspective, tora, T-O-R-A, okay, in English. Tora meaning attack, okay, or attacker, and uki meaning receiver, okay, so taking the punches, accepting. I have a question. This is a bit of a random thing, but on my screen you sound like Dumbledore from Harry Potter. Does this have, no, my voice is going, Kayla. My voice is going, Kayla, it's not you, it's me. I think I might have done too many ki-eyes, and I can't help I sound like Dumbledore. I apologise, us. But thank you for the compliment. I mean, he's a cool character, if ever there was one. That's set 1. We may continue on Thursday with set 2. I'm undecided yet. We may be able to do the kata, okay, that I'm hoping to do. If I don't do the kata Thursday, I will make some way of being able to get through to you to do that. I'm contemplating, with this heat wave that we've got coming, trying to do a live lesson from my secret location outside, if I can. The connection there on 4G is pretty good, so although it's not on Wi-Fi, I would be able to do a reasonable 20-minute lesson, I think, without using all my data up. So that's a possibility. I'm not promising anything, but I'm hopefully going to be looking at doing something like that. I'm not ill, by the way. I've just probably over ki-eyed tonight and need to drink about 3 litres of water. So thank you, though. It's very kind of you to ask if I'm okay. Yes, I'm feeling well. Hamstrings held together tonight, which is a good thing. I'm doing lots of stretches. I'm still working out to try and keep myself healthy and fit. Likewise, I hope you are too. It is a bit warm, so make sure you hydrate yourself. Drink plenty of water. Okay. I've got 3 glasses there on standby. And hopefully you'll be okay after this lesson. So just really before we finish with the Dojo-kun, just to remind you that the lessons online will continue for the foreseeable. Remember, they're free, you don't need to pay anything for those, and we hope to get back to the dojos at some point in the not too distant future. I think we're a few, I'd say months away maybe, but hopefully weeks. But I don't think we're that far away, so fingers crossed we can do it. I've already done my COVID training as a martial arts instructor, so I'm already well prepared in whatever we do. If we train, we will not be using masks, okay? But I will give you more detail on that as well. I assure you we won't go back to the dojos unless it is completely safe for our students, and I want to assure people of that. So this is the format that will continue at the moment. Okay, so Kyotsuke, nice and smart, please. So heel together, hands by side. I do hope you're trying to recite and memorise the Dojo-kun yourselves. It's a really, really interesting thing to learn. I think it's quite challenging to learn the Japanese to start with, but actually, you know, after a period of practice, you become more confident, obviously, with anything. And if you can look at our syllabus book, so our syllabus book here, it's got it in there in English and Japanese. And then also on our YouTube channel, I've done a video explaining the Dojo-kun, and I think hopefully you'll find that quite helpful. For me, it's the 5 things that I base my life on. Okay, the 5 things I base my life on. So if you're not sure what I base my life on, read those 5 things and you'll get a good idea of me as a character, and hopefully you as well. Because I think they're 5 things for life, and not just for karate. Okay, so let's recite together. Dojo-kun, 1つ循環交換性にそれもとこと。1つマカトの道を守ること。1つ努力の精神に養うこと。1つ礼儀を守ること。1つ敵の世を戒めること。If you joined us a bit late, at the beginning I welcomed young Esme Jenny Sue Dickerson to the family, the karate family, that is. Sensei Wayne and his lovely wife Ashley had a beautiful baby daughter, £6.10 we think, but it could be 11, born on the 17th of June, and I will share a photo of her later on our Facebook page for you to have a look at. Please do visit our website. I'm updating that on a constant basis. We've got some ideas for the instructors that they're going to help me with. and also our YouTube channel. There's about 50 videos on there now, I think, so hopefully some of those, where it says beginner Shotokan, it's not just beginners, okay, it's for any grade to recap why we do what we do, so I think everybody will find it helpful. We're only short videos, and we'll finish there. Sensei Dumbledore, as I've just been called, is now going to finish the lesson, let you get back to your families. I hope you have a lovely evening, and I look forward to seeing you all on Thursday. Oyasumasai arigatou gozaimasu. Jamatane. See you soon. Hydration. Oh, that's better.